Like to bring to your attention analysis of work of advertising companies for the sale of pile driving and attachments from junttan. Junttan equipment is special. It is used in the construction and repair of building foundations. The price of such pile driving drilling equipment starts from $500,000 of USA dollars. It's easy to understand that the audience that is interested in buying such equipment is very narrow and specific. Our task is to get a client and help him make an application. This is a very difficult task. Firstly, it must be found. This is the work of one of the advertising companies. Then it must be understood in this information on the site, and in the end you need to help make a purchase. Well, this is already the work of a manager, a specialist who sells directly this construction equipment. We have created 3 advertising companies. These companies are different and work according to the different strategies. Each company has a certain time and algorithm of work. Well, and now, colleagues, I want to show details analytics. And of course, let's start with goals. The first is a global goal or macro goal called application. And smaller goals where we collect requests from interest customers for field-driven equipment, service and spare parts. And the last goal is an application with a transaction to a page where the client can place an order. That is, all goals give the maximum understanding of the behavior of the client on this site. It's important to say that the site was made as much as possible and all the main characteristics of the equipment were registered. And of course, we have created and published on the site a unique selling proposition that the client cannot refuse. In addition, before we started working on the project, we had information that another advertising company that worked before us was not able to make a sale, didn't even get the number of clicks on the advertising companies. Despite this, we understand that an audience is specific, and here you need to have certain skills in the setting and a certain understanding of audience for which the advertising companies is shown. Well, of course, the presentation of the necessary information of the site and advertising is important in order to understand the right client as much as possible and help him to complete the application. And now I want to draw your attention to the conversion rate. We see that a traffic company is an easy company and not expensive in terms of budget. Here we want to attract and interest our client. Conversion rate over 10%. The next search and agent company, here the conversion rate is about 30%. This is a very good conversion rate and good result. Now let's move to on the analysis of the global bid. During the analyzed period, 5 applications we have. The audience that made the applications is the deputy directors of the construction organization and foremen who are interested in buying and renting construction equipment. And of course, we analyze all the involvements and interests of the client. On each page of this site, we have provided a button for the client to contact our managers. When we formed goals in Google Analytics, we created additional goals for analyzing customer traffic for each category of product and service. Next, we analyzed audience engagement. This indicator gave us confidence in the correctness of approach. After that, A number of measures were taken to finalize the site. And now I will show other sources that the client came from. I want to say that the site was recently created. The guys just entered the market, just started working. Well, they want to run a business and be successful. Our Connect Business Center team strives to help them this by creating customer traffic to their website, presentation, and increasing sales on the internet. Say thank you for your attention.